Hello everyone! I continue this course for newbie. Let's have a talk about math. Mask, mask, mask. So much information is concealed by this name. I'll divide this topic into several parts. The first part is theory. So what do we mean by the mask? Everybody is gonna say, "Yo, dude, that's obvious." Some say, well, it's a figure which delimits something, and something can be drawn inside of it, and it can be animated. Also, maybe some say it's a layer which overlays on another layer, and so on ad infinitum. In fact, both are right. Everything depends on a program and angle. As to use of a mask, in case you haven't heard, masks are used almost across the board in color grading, tracking, keying, cleanup, creating animated elements, as with lower third, and many others. So let's figure out what exactly the mask is. I want to remind you, we work in Fusion, and other programs, principles of operation can and will differ. We have the signal, and this signal, stream, flow, is divided into 4 channels at least: red, green, blue, and alpha channel. Every single video we add into Fusion contains 4 channels. Even if there isn't an alpha channel, Fusion adds it as a totally white screen. Oh yeah, there is an exception. They can be either one channel or many of them. Actually, a mask is the very exception. A mask is a signal containing one channel, alpha channel, with all its pros and cons. So, why a mask isn't just a simple figure cutting the signal then? Well, at first try to cut a signal once. It's by no means not as obvious as it's made in After Effects. To cut a signal namely. But not just to connect a mask to an effect background mask or media in. Mask, 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 mask. Okay, it'll be into the third part of masks videos. Let's talk about the peculiarities of the masks into Fusion. It won't take long. Mask is a signal with one channel only, alpha channel. And as long as it's a signal, we deal with a bit image. It sucks, but it's a specific feature of the engine. Hence, we can modernize that signal in the absolutely same way as a usual signal with 4 channels. There are several nodes which you should avoid, but as for the rest, everything fits. As to nodes drawing masks in the form of figures explicitly, they have an automatic regulation to signal's definition, which they are connected to. It doesn't fix the problem with definition, which is in After Effects and in Fusion. This problem deprives us of universalism in terms of use and effect. Either we do 4K, or Full HD, or 8K. But it only deals with cases if you don't feel like figuring out how to code with a screwed up Fusion script engine. Man, even Macromedia Flash Mix engine was more intuitive and simple. Hit the like button if you know this program. And now the fact that burns my ass a bit. I don't know why, but Fusion thinks it's normal to blur masks borders. I hear you cry, what's the problem then? Problems take place when you start jointing a mask angle-wise. And then you have semi-transparent joints. And this is the Bible epic that blurring inside of the node you cannot remove, you can only make it bigger. Nah, well, you can do some googling and solve this problem. And also you can just collide with one mask onto the other. So it sucks. And a bit of off-top. The advantage of After Effects against Fusion is that After Effects can work with a vector. They are the vectors that a whale of effects, plugins, text effects are based on. It is the reason why it's so hard to deal with it in Fusion. That's why that Fusion loses out to After with its efficiency. Although, maybe it's because the engine is dinosaur. Well, who knows? Okay, Fusion could have wiggled out with 3D, you bet your ass. But 3D in Fusion is another ringer. In a perfect world, I would like Blackmagic's added vector multi-channeling. For example, you added a figure like a mask or something and it connected either like a vector or like a bit image. And then the vector would go through all nodes as a separate channel to a node which will destroy vector graphics and turn it to bit graphic. Okay, if you don't want to remake an engine, create parallel nodes which work with vectors only. Like nodes which work with particles only. The beast made in Blackmagic. By the way, it could help solving project definition scalability problem. Maybe. Well, maybe. That's about it for now. See you next time.